Hello, my name's Tom Beasley, the editor of the Popcorn Muncher, and welcome to Box Office Burst, a new weekly video where I take you through the top 5 films at the UK box office from the previous weekend. The first thing worth noting, though, is outside the top 5 this week, and it's the continued exceptional performance of The Greatest Showman, which is at number 6 still after 16 weeks in play. It managed to only drop 8% this week. Now, most films drop around 30 to 40% from week to week, but this only dropped 8%, and it has now clocked up almost £45 million during its run, utterly smashing the £30 million total of La La Land, which was the previous highest grossing musical in the UK based on original songs. To start the top 5 though, it's a new entry at number 5 with the Blumhouse horror movie Truth or Dare, which managed to make £931,000 over the weekend. That's roughly the same as its most obvious comparison point, which is last year's Blumhouse movie Happy Death Day. That managed to make $998,000 in its opening weekend, so we're on pretty solid ground there for Blumhouse. They'll be relatively happy. Number 4 is Ready Player One in its third week, managing to add another 1.18 million to its total for a solid £14.5 million to date. It will struggle to match the £30-odd million that the BFG, Spielberg's last blockbuster, managed in the UK, but that of course had the name value of Roald Dahl, whereas Ernest Cline's novel is a lot less well loved over here than the BFG. In at number 3 is A Quiet Place, which is continuing to perform very solidly, adding just under £2 million for a total of £6.35 million in the UK so far. Over in America, John Krasinski's brilliant horror film is managing to do even better, and it in fact came within a whisker of holding off the debuting might of The Rock and Rampage for the number 1 spot. In the UK, however, The Quiet Place has been bested by the second place finisher Peter Rabbit, which spent 4 weeks at the top until this week and now has £38 million in the UK, within touching distance of the total of Paddington 2, which was a monster hit last year, as well as being the best film of that year, in my humble opinion. Roaring into the top spot, though, is Rampage, powered by the box office adrenaline shot that is Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. The film debuted with £4.11 million, which, much like its performance elsewhere in the world, is a solid total, but a slightly disappointing figure given the clout of The Rock and the level of big-budget spectacle at play in the movie. There is salvation for Rampage, though, in that it's going to get at least another week at the top, by virtue of the fact there's nothing massively commercial opening this weekend. I'm sure the Guernsey Literary and Potato Peel Pie Society is a nice enough film, but I don't think it's going to have cinema goers queuing around the street for its opening night. So here's the full top 5 for this weekend just gone. Let me know your thoughts on the movies in this week's top 5 in the comments section, and be sure to leave a like on this video, as well as subscribing to the channel by clicking the button below. You can also find more Popcorn Muncher content by heading to thepopcornmuncher.com, and please do follow us on social media via the links in the description. But thank you very much for watching, and I'll be back next Wednesday with another Box Office Burst.